be discussing about topic 7, which is industrial relations. Before we begin with this presentation, me and my team will introduce ourselves first.
Hi, my name is Setiawa binti Mak Samsi. Number matric is 23 DPS21F2003.
Hi, my name is Rusman Sarah binti Kamaludin. My number matric is 23 DPS21F2007.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Syazain Shirah binti Muhammad Abdul Sattar. My matrix number is 23 DBS 21F 2010.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Noaina Sofia binti Ahmad Nizam and my number matric is 23 DBS 21F 2017.
In this topic, we will be discussing about breakdown of industrial relation, describe industrial relation, and tripartite system in Malaysia industry.
My part is about the background of industrial relation in Malaysia. Industrial relation in Malaysia have gone through various revolutions and changes, and one of the reasons is the economic development in Malaysia. The British was conqueror the Malaya and they never emphasized industry in Malaya aspect. They will give support at certain industry in rural area. Colonial era from 1957, during the colonial period under British rule, labor relations in Malaya, as it was known then, were characteristic by a largely exploitative systems. Workers, particularly in the plantation and mining sectors, faced harsh working conditions. However, the labor movement began to take shape with the formation of yearly trade unions. Post-independence 1957 onwards, Malaysia gained independence in 1957 and subsequent years saw the establishment of labor laws and institutions to regulate industrial relations. The Trade Unions Ordinance 1959 laid the foundation for the recognition and restructuration of trade unions. For New Economy Policy (MEP) launched in 1971, the new economy policy aimed at addressing economic imbalance and promoting greater social equality. It had implications for industrial relations by encouraging greater participation of Malays in various sectors, including the workforce. Employment Act 1955 created and subsequently amended sets out the basic terms and conditions of employment for workers in Malaysia. It covers aspects such as working hours, rest days, overtime, and termination of employment. During the 1980s, Malaysia underwent economic government transformation industrialization. The government implemented various economic policy and industrial relations continued to involve the accommodated the changing economic landscape. Tripartite Consultative Council, the National Labour Advisory Council, short form for NLAC, established in 1918, served as a platform for tripartite consultation among the government, employers and workers. It discussed labour-related issues and advises on policy to promote harmonious industrial relations. Global relations and labour market changes in Malaysia have been influenced by globalization changes for labour market. The country has seen shift in employment patterns, including the growth of the service sector.
Describe industrial relation. What is industrial relation? Industrial relation is the relationship between trade unions, which represent workers in an organization, and the management or the organization. Industrial relation is sometimes known as labor relation or employee relation. Most industrial relation systems are tripartite. The system involves three parties, which is first, employees and their trade unions, second, employees and their association, third is the government. The Ministry of Human Resources play a major role in the Malaysian industrial relations system. Now, we go to concerns in industrial relations. There have four concerns in industrial relations. First, trade union. Second, collective bargaining. Third, industrial or trade dispute. Fourth, industrial action. Next, we can see the relevant act of industrial relation. First, the Industrial Relation Act 1967. Second, Trade Union Act 1959. Third, Employment Act 1955. Now, we go to the first act of relation industrial. First, we can see the Industrial Relations Act 1967. Trade dispute is defined under the Industrial Relations Act 1697, which means as any dispute between the employers and his workmen on issues relating to employment, non-employment, term of employment, or condition of work. The specific coverage including: first, to provide and encourage harmonious relation between employers and employees. Second, to provide guidelines on collective bargaining between employer and employees. Third, to establish procedure for settlement of trade dispute. Trade Union Act 1959. The Trade Union Act regulates trade union under regulation and the uses of trade union funds. The responsibilities of trade unions and their members including: first, to provide the rules on the right of employees to form, join and participate in any lawful trade union activities. Second, to provide the rules on the right of employees to form, join and participate in any lawful employees association activities. Third, to establish and promote legislation affecting the interests of the trade union member. Employment Act 1955. This Act applies to Peninsular Malaysia and Labuan only. This Act covers all aspects of employment of workers, termination, working hours, maternity and sick leave, benefits and wage payments. The specific coverage including: first, to provide minimum benefits for those workers covered by the Act. Second, to establish certain rights for employers. Third, to establish certain rights for employees. We go to the role of Ministry of Human Resources in Industrial Relations, recommending new legislation and amendments to existing laws which set the legal parameters for the industrial relations system, enforcing the Industrial Relations Law, which include the Trade Unions Act 1959 and the Industrial Relations Act 1967, taking acting steps to improve industrial harmony and the relationship between employers and trade unions. Lastly, we're gonna go to other function of role of Prime Minister of Human Resource. First, to protect the welfare of employee safety, health and right. Second, promote good employer-employee relation through a stable and peaceful industrial relation system. Third, to equip the unemployed with basic industrial skills and to improve the skill level of the workforce. And lastly, to assist in maximizing country's manpower resource through manpower planning.
So, my Hannah and I will be explaining about what is tripartite system and the role of each part. And are known as Roman tripartite government. Roman people figure out that their king, Tarquinius, provides was different from the others, where he saw for his people and know their needs. So they decided to get rid of him. After that, they decided to form a republic. Tripartite system are divided into three parts so that the power was limited to each part of government and no one had absolute power. It is divided. Moving into the first part, which is employer. Employer is a party that offers an employment. Employer can be individual, company, or any organization that pay employee for the job done. After that, the role of employer. First, they protect and promote interests of their members. Second, negotiate and deal with trade unions of employees. Lastly, represent their members in any trade disputes between individual members and employees union. Next, I will pass to my partner to explain.
I want to explain about two more parties. First is employee and their trade union. Employee has a right under Section 4 of the Industry Relations 1967 to join a trade union. Next is types of union have to. First is private sector. Issues include minimum wages for workers, cost of living, and foreign workers. Second is public sector, represented by the Congress of Unions in the public and civil services. Second of parties in the government. Firstly is legislator through Parliament. Second is administrator through the Ministry of Human Resources. Promote good employee relationship through a stable and peaceful industry relation system. And lastly is participant. By being the large employee in the country, employee in the public, private and government sector. Thank you.